What's good, RJ? How you doing? Happy Saturday. I hope that everybody's doing well, that everybody's doing well. I figured I would come on here for a spell, just for a spell, not for a long time. Hey, Hypnotic Touch, how y'all doing? How y'all doing today? Boot up Bell, how you doing? Under new management, CEO, Angela T. White, Bird. Bird's the word. They go bird. Y'all, hasn't this been a very interesting week, y'all? Been a very interesting, very interesting, very insightful. But I think it's been more insightful to you than it has been to me. What's good, serious? It's been very insightful to y'all than it has been to me because I've been talking until I can't talk no more. And y'all know I can't talk no more, but it is what it is. Hey, Kimberly Black, Vibrant Love, Tennessee Whiskey. And y'all, the reason why I say I can't talk no more, y'all, is because I had a sore throat this week and I was trying to take some tea. My voice is coming back a little bit better. It is. So that's what it is. What's good, Miss Darling? So y'all, I named this live Lesbians Be Lesbian and Liars Be Lying. I'm sure that you've seen the cross of both this week, y'all. And it's unfortunate about the beef sector because the beef sector is so hard headed. When the beef sector wants to dislike a person like me, the beef sector disregards many things until the truth comes out. I don't understand how any of this mess played out, but it did. And I watched. Now, the reason why I'm coming live because I said this on Nessus last night, y'all. But it was there was an accusation that Jess Kimmy had said on her platform yesterday and said that I was in cahoots with Intrinsic. Yeah, I want y'all to know from my own mouth that's not the case. Me and Intrinsic have not spoken privately since 2022, the end of 2022. We've not spoken privately at all. Me and Intrinsic just got on speaking terms up on panels here recently because we happen to be on this platform. But I do think it's interesting because Ness has been my friend for years. And it's like these new people coming around and thinking that they could dictate the friendship that I believe to have. Or that they could bust a move and separate something in a friendship that I believe to have had for about 4 years now. You know? You know? What I've learned, y'all, is that as much as these new people come and think that nobody likes me, it's plenty of people that do, and plenty of people here that I have an acquaintanceship with or a friendship. What I've also learned is that people like to use other people, but you just don't know who I'm friends with. But either way, I'm not in cahoots with Intrinsic. I've never been in a back chat with her. Don't know nothing about it. That question came up on Ness's last night as well, asking me if I was a part of the back chat that everybody been talking about. Absolutely not, bitch. Absolutely not. When I was dealing with Intrinsic, the only chat that I was in was hers. The only Instagram DM that I was in was hers. The only text messages that I was in was hers. I don't know nothing about no back chat. I wasn't a part of it. I ain't see nobody's picture. I ain't see none of that bullshit. I didn't see none of it. I didn't see none of it. But people are like, well, Jay Dunn, was you aware of all? No. The only thing that I was aware of is what Intrinsic told me, and that's it. But I wasn't there with no chats to witness nothing. I ain't see no pictures. I just know what Intrinsic told me. Then whenever I started conversing with Diamond, I know what Diamond said. And then once me, Intrinsic, and Diamond stopped conversing all together, which again, this was at the end of 2022, so it's been over a year now. Then I just listened to everybody else when they came here publicly. Came here publicly. Hold on. She said, I can't stand you. You're the reason why I got a dog. Girl, so now you can't stand me because you bought your daughter a dog? I said, hell no, because this is not a family-friendly space. So you got your daughter a dog. Well, that's good. What kind of breed did you get her? I hope that you got her a tamed breed. You know, a little small one that she could take care of. But this is the thing when it comes to lesbians up on here, y'all. And I can only speak from my own personal. Oh, a little poodle. Okay. Hey, Sassy Francis. A poodle. You got her a big dog? Giselle, that's where you messed up. Giselle, that's where you messed up, girl. If you got a young little daughter, you should have got a small dog. Y'all, people don't realize it, especially if you're not a dog person. And let me segue. You want to be a play lesbian? Hey, Linty. Miss Darlings want to be a play lesbian. Well, you know, I heard that that Nest might be on the market, Miss Darlings. You might need to shoot your shot. But let me get back to Giselle. What people don't realize whenever they go dog hunting, yes, having a big dog is very protective. Yes, having a big dog makes you feel like you are safe. But a big dog has big poop, big turds. You got to get that shit up. You know that? Even if you live in a community where you can walk the dog outside, when it's time for you to pick that mess up, you got to pick that mess up. You got to think about that. Zulu sleep. He up in the bassinet, child. I guess he taking his evening nap or his afternoon nap. But you got to think about that type of stuff when you get a dog. Not only that, y'all, but one of the main reasons why I have not gotten a big dog is my last dog was a small dog. He was a Shih Tzu. He was about 16, 17 pounds. And he passed away at 13 and a half. And y'all, when I came into the house and found him passed away, y'all, I had to pick him up and stuff. With a big dog, you're going to need some help. So that's why I don't do the big dog, y'all. That's truly why. And I'm not trying to be pessimistic, but I'm just trying to be a realist. With a big dog, y'all, because everybody got their number. And when your dog pass away, you got to be able to pick him up. You got to be able to pick him up. And big dogs sometimes weigh more than the person that owns them. Hey, Royalty. Hey, Royalty. Like for me, it was easy for me to pick up KJ and try to get him, you know, to get some help or whatever. But a big dog, if you got a dog that's clocking at 100 pounds, I don't know too many women that could lift up 100 pounds. But either way, let me get back to what this is about. But congratulations on your dog. Hey, Sade Adams. Congratulations on your dog, Giselle. Make sure you take care of him, take him to the vet and everything like that so that he can live for a long time. No, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. But anyway, Anyway, hey, royalty. But so, lesbians be lesbian. So that's the lesbianing. So that's the thing, because I was watching this whole saga happen with the lesbians. I feel like people giving lesbians a bad name. I think that what I honestly think is what came to the light and came to the surface is that there is a lot of backbiting, there is a lot of jealousy, there is a lot of trying to relive youth through other people. There is a lot of being territorial here. I see lesbians be territorial here all the time, where you kind of want to be the top dog. You want to come into a new area of YouTube and be the top dog. You want to be able to mark your claim and things like that. You want to stake your claim. Lesbians do it, y'all. Lesbians do it. Heterosexual people do it as well. And I mean, in order for you to be the top dog, you willing to do whatever. Lie, cheat, steal, betray people, betray the moderators, pass pictures around in the back scene. You're willing to date the ex of your friend. It's a dog eat dog world. Or maybe it's a cat eat cat world. Y'all think when I'm talking about lesbians, if I should say cat eat cat world? It's a cat eat cat world. Because that's what's happening out here. It's what I see. Hey, Intrinsic, I see you. I don't know why you say I got you blocked, because when I be right here, I see you. But it's a lot of. One thing that I want to speak about is friendships, because I find it interesting. How do you have and y'all, this is about nobody in particular whatsoever, nobody in particular. But how do you have this savior complex where you got to save the world? You got to save people that you've never met. You got to save people that you don't know. You got to save people. But meanwhile, while you saving people, you trying to fuck they bitch. And y'all, I know that heterosexuals do that as well. I'm sure heterosexuals be grimy like that too. Can't be just the lesbians, y'all. Just talking about relationships in general. Where you will use your right hand to try to save a bitch who might be your friend. But meanwhile, in your left hand, you got a knife stabbing your friend in the back. But you was trying to save. You was trying to save. Who died and made you Jesus? Who died and made you Jesus? Who died and made you the person in charge of saving anybody? Who did that? Who died and made you the person to interfere in other people's personal situations? Who made you that person? And this goes to the lesbians and heterosexuals alike, y'all. This is just the message on my heart. What's good, Pillow Talk with Bae? Hey, Sophisticated Brat. Hey, Unapologetically Mika. Hey to everybody coming in, y'all. Like, I just think people have this savior complex that baffles me. How you gonna save the next bitch when you ain't even been able to save yourself? But you still grimy though. Still grimy. The truth coming out, the lies being revealed, all of this stuff. What's good, love, for my two? All of this stuff come out to the surface. But I mean, a lot of this stuff ain't nothing new, but all this stuff coming out to the surface. And I just think about friendships and relationships of people and how some people just want to be a martyr. Is there such thing as a martyr complex? Intrinsic, you up in the chat. Intrinsic, I know that you got some psychology background in your education. Is there like some type of thing where people become martyrs or try to be martyrs and they think that it's their life purpose to be a martyr, to try to save the world or fall on the sword for everybody, for the strangers, for everybody that they never met? Hey, right to be told. Then also, I wonder, y'all, is there a complex for just getting up in everybody else's business when it ain't your business to get in to begin with? What is that? What is that? The hero complex. Thank Lynn T. You better speak, Lynn T. The hero complex. But the hero complex gone wrong. Child. Because I know I ain't never tried to be nobody hero. I'll be your lover though, but I won't be your hero. Look, you got to be the hero within yourself. Hey, Body Works. What's good, Castro? Intrinsic, I don't know who she is. I'm just speaking about people in general and about the relationship dynamics, friendship dynamics in general, and about how people can claim to be the friend of somebody and try to save them from everybody and stab them in the back at the same time. But then also what I'm speaking about is people who have somewhat of like a jealous streak, a mean streak, you know. I'm speaking about people who must have missed out on something at some particular point in their youth. So they are intimidated by people in their youth. There are so many dimensions. There are so many dimensions here that's been playing out this last week, y'all. And all I've been doing is looking. If you missed out on your own youth, for everybody here in attendance, if you missed out on your own youth, you can't blame anybody but yourself. And you can't get it back from anybody. If you missed out on your own youth, you cannot get your youth back by trying to sabotage people who are still in their youth. Even myself, I take a step back and I look. At the great age of 37, there is no way that I could be 37 years old trying to sabotage a 20-year-old. My conscience just wouldn't allow me to do it. I would not be able to do that. I would not be able to sabotage a 20-year-old because of my 30-year-old self feeling like my youth didn't play out the way that I hoped that it would have. I could not sabotage a 20-year-old because my 30-year-old self said, or my 30-year-old or 37-year-old self wasn't able to do the things that I wanted to do. Or if a 20-year-old scooped up a woman that I was dealing with, I can't try to sabotage that woman. I don't know, Giselle. No, I haven't. And I appreciate these new supporters that's just coming in and coming in and coming in and coming in. I greatly appreciate you all. But yeah, it's just like, oh wow. Trying to relive your youth. But you ain't gonna get it back. Lorraine said, those hussies too. I remember not long ago while working hard, SSI recipients trying to get me to do things my time would not fathom. What's good, BJ Des? Hey to everybody. Look at all these new women coming through. And y'all subscribe to this channel. Y'all subscribe. It's going to be an interesting ride. Y'all subscribe. But how I saw everything just kind of fall out. And now I'm looking at the beef sector, and the beef sector is like, oh my God, what's going on? What's happening? What's going on? Bitch, was you blind? Was you blind? Oh, but Intrinsic, I spoke about you. And even though you got up there on Kimmy's talking about that I could never click your link, you could click mine. Because I feel like if it's water under the bridge, it's water under the bridge. That's how I feel. I feel like you got up there with Kim and them questioning you, and then you want to talk about, well, she could never click my link and she could never do this. Why not? It's the motherfucking computer. Who backed you up in the corner? And the crazy thing is they threw out that accusation knowing that they had me blocked. So I couldn't even say anything to defend you because they had me blocked. Which, honestly, it wasn't going to be defending Intrinsic, but simply telling the truth. What I think is crazy as well is Kimmy got a whole ex-husband who whooped her upside her motherfucking head. Beat the fuck out of her. She did a whole interview with Sean Bradley about him beating the brakes off her ass, leaving her stranded, all types of shit. But she had the nerve to question Intrinsic why Intrinsic speaks to me. The same reason why you still speak to the motherfucker that beat your head in. That's why. If you found it in your heart to forgive somebody who tried to lay your ass out a few days after your wedding day, why are you mad at this woman for making it up in her own mind that she want to have forgiveness? Hey, Leo. And never once was it mentioned. Never once was it mentioned that I had forgiveness. What about my forgiveness, bitch? Kimmy? What about mine? What about mine? Just like Intrinsic forgave me, I forgave Intrinsic. Correct, Barbara. She sat up there and told Kimmy, I can't click her link, none of this stuff, but she right here up in my chat. Hey, V. Lachey. She right here up in my chat. But you know, I guess this is what people do to gain favor and stuff. Look, if I leave something in the past behind me, I leave it in the past behind me. Only unless you do something that brings it back up. But if I left it in the past behind me, it's in the past behind me. And can't nobody question me about it. Nobody. But we all know that Kimmy done had a few failed marriages. And she still talk to them folks. She still talk to them. And they messed up her real life. Her real life. I just thought it was interesting that whole accusation was thrown out there when they knew they had me blocked out that chat. But Intrinsic, this is what I'm going to tell you. You don't owe no explanation to nobody. Kimmy nor anybody else up in here have a hell or a heaven to put you in. If you wanted to give forgiveness, Kimmy ain't got a heaven or hell to put you in. So the nerve of you to get up there trying to explain your forgiveness. Please. Kimmy ain't got a hell or a heaven to put me in. I forgive who I want to. And if I don't want to forgive you, bitch, I'm not going to forgive you. And ain't nobody going to dictate who I speak to, why I speak to them, or none of that. It ain't nobody going to turn around and say, oh, y'all working together, y'all in cahoots. Bitch, please. At the end of the day, I never was canoodling with Intrinsic's ex. And I think that that's one of the things that falls on deaf ears. Now, had I betrayed her, which, I mean, we didn't even have a friendship like that. We just had a courtship for about a month and some change. We didn't have no friendship like that. But there are levels of betrayal. Some betrayal hurts more than others. Somebody here from YouTube can do something that seems like, well, case in point, let me use examples. Ness could do something or say something to me and I could feel betrayed. But then my best friend Erica in real life could do something to me. I would feel extremely betrayed. So betrayed that I would forget about what Ness did because Ness ain't a part of my real life. Ness is just somebody that I'm friends with here. I've conversed with here. But my friend Erica, we done been friends since 2014. So if Erica betrayed me, it would hurt more. It would hurt more. Even going to my family. If my family members betrayed me, that would hurt more. It's levels to betrayal. My family member did something to betray me, it would hurt more than anything that my friend Erica could do. And I've been friends with Erica for 10 years now. It would hurt more than anything that Ness could do. And I only been a friend with Ness for probably about 4 or 5 years now. It's levels to betrayal. The fact of the matter is, whatever betrayal Intrinsic had, ain't have shit to do with me. And honestly, it was deeper than me. I don't get how people who have life experience, who are older, don't understand that some things cut deeper. Cut deeper. Cuts very deeper. But because of me forgiving Intrinsic, and let me tell y'all, because I said I exercise forgiveness. What's good, Melon? And chocolate fruit, and everybody came in. So I forgave Intrinsic, and let me tell y'all why. Because y'all probably like, you forgave her. Yes, I did. Intrinsic did a lot of wrong in the situation, but even after the situation, when Intrinsic tried to interfere with a court situation that had nothing to do with her, I had to forgive her for that. And I don't give a damn what y'all say. Fact is, that case had nothing to do with her. That's the facts. I don't give a... She stated up on Kimmy's yesterday, if y'all was over there listening, that in Texas, they told her that I didn't do anything wrong. So if your state told you that I didn't do anything wrong, then why in the hell are you involving yourself in a different state with somebody else that don't have nothing to do with you? Nothing to do with you. The problem that I have with many of these people here, y'all, is they go to their state, and when they state say no, your state said no. I didn't say no, your state did. Then you want to start prying into something else that don't have nothing to do with you. Once your state told you no, that was the answer. Period. You can't override what the motherfucking state told you. And I feel like At one point, Intrinsic tried to override the state of Texas. How do you override the state of Texas? You can't. You can't. That was some bullshit in itself. But I forgave her for it. It took me a little while, but I eventually forgave her for that. It's so many people up on here living in different states that done try XYZ. And their state said no. And instead of them letting their states tell them no, they trying to pry into something else. What? How? That don't have nothing to do with you. Nothing to do with you. Trying to get in where you don't fit in is what I see people doing. But either way, I exercise forgiveness for Intrinsic. So just like for Intrinsic had forgave me, I had to forgive her. I had to forgive her. Had to. And that's just what you do. In order to move on in life, you got to forgive. And that's what you do. But just because people practice forgiveness, that don't mean that they're working together. At all. So the lesbians be lesbianing. So yeah, I just saw a lot of lesbian hogwash. I'm sure that y'all all saw it, and it was like the first time for y'all to see it, y'all. But if y'all had been paying attention, y'all would have knew about this mess already. And y'all would also have known that it's a lot of people that's trying to antagonize even Kimmy herself. Trying to cause a ruckus because me and Intrinsic are cordial. Why? It's been over a year and a half. After a year and a half, we can't be cordial. Well, Kimmy, according to you, how long should we hate each other? Kimmy, according to you, how long should we hate each other? So a year and a half wasn't enough. What would you prefer? 5 years? 10 years? How long? How long? It's crazy how people try to dictate other people's situationships or relationships. How people should converse with people. Because I don't know about y'all, but I know for me, I never told Kimmy not to speak to her ex-husband, the one that had beat her ass that she did the interview with about Sean Bradley. With Sean Bradley, I never told Kimmy, don't ever talk to him again. How could you forgive him? How could you even talk to him? How could you even do that? He went and married somebody new. How could you even tolerate him? The level of disrespect. You are weak because you spoke to him. Sweep around your own front door, Kimmy. Better yet, comb around your own front wig. Comb around your own front wig. Comb around your own front lace front before you tell somebody what the motherfucking do. Or before you try to criticize. You was doing too much yesterday. Now, also, y'all, on Ness's, I was over there conversing with Ness. And when I say conversing, I mean just having a conversation. And it's a whole big stank where people was trying to make Ness be mad at me. Ness can't be mad at me. Please. Well, I mean, she can be mad at me, but if she wants to be mad at me, then I got a reason why I could be mad at her. Y'all ain't noticed? He's doing well, sophisticated brat. He's sleeping up in his little bassinet, girl. He knocked out. But y'all ain't noticed that now that all this shit hitting the fan, me and Ness only fell out because Ness wouldn't give me Heaty's information. And I don't think if y'all noticed, but Heaty done left. deleted her channel. Now she moving on. She doing other things. She ready to leave the beef sector. No, don't leave the beef sector now that it's hot like this around here. Don't leave now. Y'all, please put two and two together and realize what is happening. Now you was doing this stuff. You was this heat and lighting matches and igniting flames and chaos and drama. And now that some shit is hitting down the pike, and I plan to come back legally once all is said and done, now you done deleted your channel and left. What you think? You deleting your channel and leaving it's gonna do what? Because you still was a part of it. Hey, newbie. Heedy, what you scared of? Why you left? What you scared of, Heedy? Why you deleted your channel? What you scared of? Because, I mean, if you ain't have nothing to do with nothing, then you should have left your channel right there. And I think it's crazy to me how people think that they could delete these channels and it cannot be found. Heedy ain't the only person that done deleted a channel. Just because you deleted it, that don't mean it can't be located. But that's why Heedy left, in my opinion, y'all. Ness will tell y'all otherwise, but in my opinion, Heedy set some shit ablaze, passed some information, sent emails and stuff like that, and now she done hauled ass. Now she done delete the channel and hauled ass. Bitch, that ain't gonna save you. It's not gonna save you, Heedy. And I was letting Ness know that too, because I think that, you know, Ness, me and Ness, look, I'm trying to learn to separate Ness from Heedy. That's what Ness asked me, to not put them two together, because me and her was friends before she ever knew Heedy. That's fine. But I just think it's interesting how Heedy ran like a dog with the tail between the legs. Them ran. Lesbians be lesbian and liars be lying. And y'all, I saw that these lies had came out about the lies that people tell. Girl, when you just lie and lie and lie and lie and lie, and then it take 30 minutes to an hour to get you to finally tell the truth. Girl, when you have compulsive liars out here, y'all, and I'm talking about in general, nobody specifically. But when you have compulsive liars out here, y'all, hey, Misunderstood and Dovey, a compulsive liar, the only person that they think that they could get away with their lies is themselves, until they get questioned. And once they get questioned so much, they're going to have to come off that lie. Or if you don't come off the lie and tell the truth, then you're going to be caught up in the lie. And this is a little bit off topic, y'all. Nobody in particular. But you know that when people lie to courts and lie in the courtroom, that's considered perjury. When lies come out and unravel, that's perjury, y'all. I researched that word and I found out about it, but it's not to anybody in particular. I'm just thinking about how people lie on here. And I can only imagine that, if you lie on here, then you lie in your real life. You actually be lying in your real life, and it just showed me that, when people be lying on here, especially up in the beef sector, people gonna do their research in order to uncover the lie. Then once you uncover the lie, once the lie is uncovered, then people kind of look crazy. Kind of look crazy. But yeah. Mika said I woke up sick. The stress of yesterday triggered my lupus. Oh, Mika, I didn't know you had lupus. I wasn't sure what was wrong with you. Hey, Melon. I heard you in the interview and I heard that something was going on with you, but I didn't know it was lupus. I hope you start feeling better. One of my best friends out here got lupus. And she has flare-ups. But for the most part, her flare-ups, while I was with her, happened during the summertime. Like we used to go to the water parks. We have a water park out here called Whitewater Water Park, and it's the water park that's affiliated with Six Flags. And when we went to that water park, if we were out there in the sun for too long with her, it triggered something with her lupus just being out in the sun. Hey, T Lounge. Yeah, just being out in the sun for too long, man, it will take her a couple of days to recover from it. So even though I've learned a lot about lupus just listening to people here on YouTube, my friend, I've seen it firsthand. And that's the thing. Yep, Mika. Mm-hmm. Oh, you got a chill said y'all got Whitewater Bay. Okay. Yeah, we got Whitewater Water Park. But either way, I had just came on here to speak. I would drop my link, y'all, but I have to be selective about what is said here, and in order for me to control what is being said here, unfortunately, I cannot drop my link. Even though I would love to hear from each and every one of y'all, I have to be in control of what's being said. And that's the thing, because this Saturday has been going great. But in order for me to be in control, I can't drop the link for people. Especially not when I'm talking about lesbians be lesbian and liars be lie. Yeah. But I just wanted to come and just give a little bit of 2 cents. Oh, but let me go to one other thing before I get off of here with y'all. Miss Darlings, I can't. I can't. Thank you, Leo. Miss Darlings, no, I can't say that. I can't. Well, let me just say this. Let me say this, Miss Darlings. The problem is the answer to that question. The problem is because of this other situation that's fraudulent, in my opinion. That situation hinders the situation that you are asking me about. So it's like two situations kind of doing a tango, if you will. If y'all are dancers like Misunderstood, I know Misunderstood is a dancer. We done seen her dance and do the cha-cha-cha and the salsa and the tango. What's happened is whatever fraudulent stuff is going on is messing with another situation. So I'm not sure. I can't give you an answer. But even if I could give you an answer, Miss Darlings, I wouldn't. I wouldn't. But so that's what that is. But either way, I want to give my point of view. But I also want to say about James and Pizarro. So I watched Sean Bradley's live. I watched his replay actually, because I got there on the replay, and he was talking about Pizarro and James. I did see James's cleanup last night. I saw Sean's replay from yesterday. Then I watched his replay today. Sean was under the impression that Pizarro had done nothing to James. But I beg to differ, y'all. I beg to differ. And I hope Leo and the club chat people still up in here, because I just thought about this. I almost got off here without adding my 2 cents about this. I do believe that Pizarro wronged James first. I believe that, and I don't know James. I don't know him personally. But what I believe is, y'all, he don't forget stuff, which he shouldn't. Just like all of us, you should never forget a wrong. And Lynn T got the eyes. So Lynn T, let me tell you what I see. Or at least what I saw. So Lynn T, that day when James and Lady Nika fell out, and y'all travel back in time with me. Now, it was a few months ago. Travel back in time with me. That day when James and Lady Nika fell out, Nika was on her platform dragging James. James was simultaneously on his platform dragging Nika. They were both dragging each other simultaneously. What I witnessed with my own eyes was Pizarro and Brianna going over there to console Lady Nika. While she was dragging James, they was up there with her. Neither one of them went over there to see about James. Neither one did. I know this because I made a live about it, and I made fun of Pizarro and Brianna going over there to Lady Nika acting like Sinclair James and saying woo 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 woo. I said that back then in my video. So even, hey D-Spot, so even when that was happening between James and Nika, they stayed over there with Nika and totally was dismissive of James's feelings, in my opinion. So I find it very interesting that now that James missed the damn dance competition, now Pizarro is saying that James was dismissive of her feelings. Well, wasn't you dismissive of James' feelings when James was falling out with Nika? I mean, as soon as they was dueling on live at the same time, when you go and get on somebody's platform, you picking a side. I don't give a damn what you say. If you friends with both of the content creators, Nika and James, and they both on live dragging each other, and you and Brianna jump on Nika's platform while James is over there up in his feelings about what's going on, then you essentially chose a side. I don't know why nobody else noticed that, but I sure in the fuck did. You chose a side. Even if you wanted to remain neutral in that situation, Brianna could have been on Nika's, talking to Nika about it. Pizarro could have went to James's, talking to James about it. It's two of y'all. Y'all could have split y'all support between the two content creators. But instead, both of y'all took y'all support to only one and left the other one over there in his feelings. Y'all could have split it. But no, y'all picked the side by going over there to Nika. And I don't think James ever forgot that. I don't think he ever did. Because I know it ain't have nothing to do with me, and I ain't forget it. Hey, Lemon. It didn't have nothing to do with me, but I ain't forget it. James never forgot what they did. James just been being around to see how much he could push the limit, and I don't blame him. James get on Brianna's platform to see how he could push the envelope. Get on Pizarro's. Get there when Lady Nika there, whether she there, whether she not. He just throwing his weight around, y'all. And believe me, I know what that's like because I do it all the time. I do it all the time. And look, I ain't even the OG like James, but I do it all the time. I'll push my weight around on purpose. Show up on somebody's panel just because. Because this bitch up here, if you got this bitch up here and this bitch said this crazy shit about me, then that's why I'm coming up here. I'll click on somebody's panel. I ain't even got shit to say. I don't even know what y'all was talking about. Bitch, I don't care. But I'm going to click the link and get up here just to push my weight around. So that you could tell me no. So that you could draw the line up in the sand and tell me that I'm not welcome. And that's what James been doing. James been still showing up, but he never forgot that day, in my opinion. He didn't forget. He's still been showing up on their platforms just to see how much he can push the envelope. And he been able to do a good job with it. I think he pushed the envelope, y'all, with him canceling out of that competition. He pushed the envelope with that. And he still see he ain't been banned because he didn't come. Now, I think that Pizarro was being petty missing his birthday. She ain't gonna lie to me and tell me otherwise. I mean, hell, how many years have we gone by and Pizarro changed her birthday every year? Bitch, you don't even have a consistent birthday, but this man got a consistent birthday that's January 9th every motherfucking year. Last year, your birthday was November 12th. The year before that, your birthday was November 9th. The year before that, your birthday was November 14th. But this man got a consistent birthday, January 9th, and you can't show up, bitch. But all of them extra days that you have your birthday on any other day up in November, he show up for your birthday, bitch. He show up. You don't think he paying attention, ho? Please. You don't think he paying attention. You flip-flopping your birthday around year after year after year, and he still show up to that raggedy-ass spaceship to support you. But you want to have a problem coming on January 9th. Hell, his birthday was January 9th this year, last year, the year before last, the year before last. Right, Melon. Melon said every year mine is the 18th. Correct. Every year my birthday is September 2nd. Look, James have to figure out when the fuck this bitch birthday is every year because she changes so much, but it's always up in the beginning of November. And this bitch can't show up to his birthday because he ain't dance up in her competition. And first off, you have a competition every motherfucking other week. She do keep Lynn T. She keep the same month, but because that helps her keep her story straight. She can't really pick a different month if she gonna be a Scorpio. I mean, she could pick the end of October, but no, people will look at her funny. So she keep it at the beginning of November so that she could claim to be a Scorpio, which I don't even know that to be true, y'all. No, we don't know. Nobody knows. But what I do know, oh, that's what's up, Lemon. I'm glad you found it. But what I do know is that James ain't forget. I mean, hell, it didn't even have nothing to do with me, and I ain't forget. Miss Dolly said she had 2 birthdays in 1 year. If she had 2 birthdays in 1 year, and I bet James was there for each birthday that year, she want to miss a birthday because ain't nobody come and cut a rug in her competition. Hey, Black Pearl. So, where Sean in his video said that Pizarro never wronged James, I humbly disagree. Pizarro took Nika's side that day, and that's facts. Pizarro and Brianna took Nika's side that day, and that's facts. And if I gotta go through my old videos around the time that they fell out, I'll find it. Because I talked about it that same day. Because I couldn't understand how. I understand that, both of them liked both of them, but I'm like, well, you can't put all of your support to one and not the other. That's going to look strange. That's going to look strange. Hey, Bernice. And I'm sure it looks strange to James. So that's why I think that he feel the way that he feel and why he don't give a damn. He don't give a damn. And I do feel like there are tensions bubbling underneath the surface, y'all. I do not believe that this is going to be the end of this at all. Because ultimately they choosing sides. And the crazy part about it is, y'all, this the crazy part that I think y'all forgetting. Nika just cussed out and dragged Pizarro on triples members only 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago. And Pizarro had the nerve to miss James' birthday. And James ain't cussed her out yet. Nika grabbed Pizarro by her extraterrestrial edges and slammed her all over Triple Red X Members Only Live. James didn't do that, but Nika did. And Pizarro missed that man's birthday. Now, when Nika's birthday come around, Pizarro gonna be there. She gonna be there so that she could be called a little wench. My little wench. My wench. My wench. But Nika the one that gotta put her motherfucking boot up Pizarro's ass. James ain't do it. And Pizarro missed his birthday, y'all. He ain't gonna forget. He is not gonna forget. A lot of the times y'all watch this stuff in passing, which I get it because I do the same thing. But you cannot believe that people actually forget some of these things that happen on here and how people be playing. Pizarro took Nika's side over James's by being on that panel with her. Then got cussed out and dragged by her 2 weeks ago. Then missed James' birthday because James didn't show up for the dance competition. But still running behind Brianna and Lady Nika. Oh, and did y'all see my community wall where I showed y'all proof that Lady Nika is still using her government name on here? I just want to make sure I vindicate myself. Ronnie Q, if you up in the clouds somewhere up in the bushes, I need you to know Lady Nika is still using her government name up on here. If you want to have any type of promotion, you can email her at her email address with her government name that y'all said I doxed her about. Just like she promote her damn email address, and if you want your business promoted up on her channel through that email address with her government name, that's the same way she was when she first got here about 7-8 years ago. She had her government name as her name up on here. So no, anybody that's been here as long as I have don't have to dox Nika. Nika dox herself. Anytime she trying to get people to pay her to promote them on her channel, which y'all really have to wonder. Even with these paid promotions, are y'all really out here buying it? Are y'all? Y'all really out here buying it? The other day I heard Nika over there promoting some homemade toothpaste. Homemade toothpaste and homemade gummies and all this stuff. And somebody paid her to promote that. But I mean, I don't know that I'm just going to go through the website just because Nika told me to. Am I going to buy this toothpaste and these gummies because Nika said they was okay? I mean, come on now. People paying for promotions through Nika, but they don't, and they using her government name and the email address to pay for the promotion. But who is really going to buy something because Nika told you to? Who? Who's really going to be like, well, let me go ahead and buy this because Nika said it? Who going to do that? Sometimes I don't understand about these content creators and this paid promotions. Same thing with Kimmy. I ain't never ran out there and bought nothing because Kimmy said it. I ain't never said, well, Kimmy promoted this up on her channel. Let me run out here and buy it. Let me go to the website immediately. Never. But I will say that I did buy something that James promoted. A few years back, I would say it had to have been about 2019, maybe 2020. I watched one of James' videos. I think it was a live that he did. And he was promoting Sincerely Yours Nadia A, her soaps. And he said that her soaps helped her whenever he was going through his cancer. Her soaps were made with natural products, helped get his skin back and all this kind of stuff. And I mean, that's something where you can actually see the result. Because I saw James in his videos when he was going through the cancer. And I looked at his skin today. And if he said that that's what he used, I was interested. Not because James promoted it, but because I was able to see the before and after in his videos. And so then I went on ahead and checked out Sincerely Yours Nadia A. And I done been a paying customer through her product since 2020. And I bought several of her soaps for plenty of my relatives who have different conditions, different ailments, things like that. And I do see improvement. But if James had not had a before and after story, I probably would not even have gone to look at it if he would have promoted it. Miss Darlings, if Nika or Kimmy had promoted a strap-on, no. I would not. I would not buy it. Honestly, it's weird for me when people up on YouTube try to promote sex toys. Because it's like, what? Why? Hey, Get a Life. When people on YouTube try to promote sex toys, I'm just like, you don't even know enough about my sex life. Well, I mean, I guess I do tell y'all a good bit about my sex life, but no, I'm not just about to go out and buy it. The only way somebody on YouTube can convince me to buy a strap is if you don't wore it your damn self. If you ain't worn it your damn self, then you can't convince me of a motherfucking thing. Because some straps be uncomfortable. Some straps make you chafe. Some straps, the harness, you got to adjust the waistband and stuff. Hell, I'm Winnie the Pooh now. Winnie the Pooh. Hey, Slick Chick. So I'm not about to buy no strap that anybody had recommended unless you wore it your damn self. Please let me know. Because if I buy the bullshit and it don't fit me right, I'm going to have a problem because, you know, when you get a strap and it don't fit you right and the harness don't fit you right, you can't send that shit back. That shit done been all up in your crevices. That's just money wasted. You can't send it back. So hell no, can't nobody on YouTube convince me to buy a strap unless you don't wear it. Have you wore it? Have you? So yeah, that's the thing. Typically, when it comes to sex toys, that shit is non-refundable. It's non-refundable. You buy that bullshit, you get it here, it's uncomfortable and all this kind of stuff. Harness go through your ass cheeks like a thong. No, I don't like that type of harness. So yeah, when it comes to sex toys and straps and stuff like that, you got to be more careful. So no, I'm not buying it from nobody off YouTube. Nobody. Mika said, me and my gal used to pop harnesses, so she switched to the underwear. That's the one. The underwear one is much better. Mika is a real lesbian. She know what I'm talking about. The damn harness that fit like a G-string up the crack of your ass, that mess get uncomfortable and it honestly mess up your stroke. It mess up my stroke game. When I'm trying to stroke, it mess it up for me, y'all. And I know that's TMI, but it does because it just be like uncomfortable. Melon said the chap harness is the best. See? So yeah, can't no straight person on YouTube try to sell me no damn strap or no harness. No. So yeah, Miss Darling, I think I answered your question. Yeah, this conversation is going left. Get a Life said I had a strap. I threw it away though. Time for a new one. You know, and you do need to upgrade your strap every now and then. You do. You need to get a new harness and everything. Yes, I answered your question, Miss Darling. So don't ask me nothing else. Your next question about strap-ons, ask Ness. Because I know that Ness probably done bought a couple of them. She done bought a couple of them because she got to use them on Heidi. The next time they meet each other, she going to use one on Heidi. So she'll be able to let you know about it. But anyway, y'all, let me get my rump up off of here. Thank y'all for joining me. Please like the video, y'all. If y'all haven't liked the video, if you catching the replay, like the video. Brooke, I'm about to go, Brooke. But thank you for joining me, Brooke. But I'm about to go. I done been on here for over an hour. You know I don't do too long now. We just finished talking about straps, Brooke. But catch my replay and you'll be able to hear everything I talked about. But y'all, take care, be blessed, don't stress. And do not buy a strap if Lady Nika or if Kimmy promoted it. Don't buy a strap from them, y'all. Don't buy a strap. Go to the real store. Thank you. Bye.